All right, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Monday. We got 8 NBA games. We got some really good college games. We're going to talk about the NBA games, give you my leans on these games. We're going to talk about props I like, as well as college. All I ask, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. All right, let's jump into this 8-game NBA slate. Clippers and the Pistons, both teams going to be on a back-to-back. So Kawhi is playing this game. I like the Clippers here. Nice bounce back spot, -2.5. I know they're on the road, but Pistons, man, it was like an all-star game. There was zero defense, so there was a lot of running the court, a lot of possessions in that game. So on a back-to-back where the Clippers, you could tell they were kind of saving up for this game. So giving the Clippers -2.5, I like that one a lot. Over-under of 224.5. Personally, don't want to touch it. It's low for a Pistons game. Little higher for a Clippers game. I would lean over, but I like the Clippers -2.5, or you can just take a money line if you want to play it safer. Nuggets and the Pacers, we see the Nugs -5.5 on the road. Pacers did play yesterday, look very good against the Clippers. Going up against the Nuggets tonight, Nuggets are going to be a pretty fresh team. Nothing too much in the way of injuries I'm overly concerned about. I think everyone should play, so I like the Nuggets -5.5 in this spot. That said, the Pacers are looking immensely better, I'll be honest. Over-under of 246.5. I think we're seeing this because of yesterday. I like the under. So under 246.5. Bulls and the 76ers. We see the Bulls getting 4.5. Embiid is a game-time decision. Personally, it's kind of leaning to where with his knee issues, he's going to be out for the rest of the year here soon, I'm pretty sure. That said, give me the Bulls +4.5. No Embiid. I just don't love the matchup for Maxey. So really, I mean, Paul George is a guy that has a decent matchup, but he hasn't really been able to do much. So give me the Bulls +4.5. A little scary because Bulls are a pretty terrible team, but I'll take them +4.5. Next game, Nets and the Wizards. We see the Nets getting 3.5. Makes sense. 3.5 is pretty light line to the Wizards, but Wizards are pretty bad. That said, I don't want to touch this game with a 10-foot pole. It's just two really, really bad teams. Flip a coin on who's going to win. I'd probably go Wizards because it's plus money. Next game, Heat and the Hawks. This one should be a pretty good game. We see the Heat -1.5 on the road. Hawks team looked pretty decent last night. Wild little game. Heat have been pretty good, though. I'm going to go Heat -1.5 on the road. I just think it's a nice little spot for them going up against the Hawks here. All right, T-Wolves and the Thunder. Dude, is that right? The hell? No, I'm just kidding. T-Wolves and the Thunder here. We see T-Wolves +12.5. I mean, that's so much. Dear God, that is so much. T-Wolves +12.5. That's just way too many points. So I like that spot there. This is like a back-to-back, too, which is kind of interesting. And the Thunder, or T-Wolves, won. This is really weird. I feel like I'm going crazy here, but unless my brain has gone completely fried, but I'm 99% certain they just played last night. Yeah. Okay, Thunder won 130 to 123. So I don't really see a reason why we don't take them +12.5 here. So T-Wolves +12.5. Trailblazers and the Jazz. We've got the Jazz +4.5 at home. A really nice spot to take a Jazz team. That said, we want to see who's out due to injuries. So this tells me that there's going to be some folks out due to injuries. So not a game I want to touch. I would lean Jazz. Hornets and the Kings. We see the Kings -10.5. Not good scoring matchups. Not good scoring matchups for Ball and Bridges and some of those guys. So that said, I'm not taking the Kings -10.5. But that'd be where I would lean. Over-under of 232.5. I would lean towards the under 232.5 in that contest. All right, let's get our plays together here. Get you guys on your way. All right. Bad prep work on my side here. There we go. Okay. So if we look at the results, we've been crushing it in the NBA. Really, really good. 16-3 run here in the NBA. Up 12 units. So we want to keep this streak going. College basketball, it has just been, we have nailed it in the first half, and then every team I've been picking crumbles in the second half. It's amazing. So we got to pick it up. We're 4-10 there, but I love the college plays today. We'll see. But I always love my plays. All right, Aaron Gordon, first play on the card for the Nugs, over 13.5 points. Did a half a unit on this. This was plus 114 on DraftKings, and then all of a sudden it went to minus 120 before I could get my bet in. But you can still get it at minus 105 on BetMGM. He had 13 of 15 field goal attempts in his last 2 games. I think we're seeing that his minutes are coming back to normal. So he's played 30-plus minutes in back-to-back games. And when he does that, he is ridiculous over this line. So he has a great scoring matchup tonight. I like him to go over 13.5 points. Next play is going to be Miles Turner over 5.5 rebounds. This line's just too low. Denver's 22nd in rebounds to the center position. This is just too low, man. You could also look at Siakam. He is another guy. He's obviously going to most likely get more rebounds, but honestly, the rebound chances have been exactly the same. I looked at both. They're both averaging about 12 rebound chances a game. So I will take we'll take Miles Turner in this situation. Next play is going to be Dyson Daniels over 5.5 rebounds for the Hawks. Miami Heat are 17th in rebounds to the shooting guard position. So he's kind of been filling that spot that Jalen Johnson let go after he got hurt. It's a really good spot for him to get at least 6 rebounds here. Obviously, we know the Heat are going to pop some threes, puts him in a good spot to get some boards. Next play, we're going back to Zubac, over 11.5 rebounds. This was a play I gave out in the Discord yesterday as just some Sunday leans. He only got like 7 or 8 yesterday, so I like the bounce back spot here. That said, terrible matchup for rebounds. Detroit, 3rd fewest rebounds to the center position. Now, why am I playing this? Because when Zubac faces teams that are top 10 in fewest rebounds allowed to the center position, he's gone over this line in 10 of 15 games. So he's actually, this is one of his higher hit rates when he plays teams that don't give up a ton of rebounds to the center position. So I like this spot here. Next play, this is one somebody in the Discord, Jukeman, pointed this play out. I thought it was a really good play. Kevin Huerter over 11.5 points plus assists. So Ayo Dosunmu is out for an indefinite period of time. So Kevin Huerter has been the benefactor of that. He has played 30. He played 30 minutes in his last game. Probably won't play 30, but should be 25 plus today. Yeah. So I think this is a really good spot for him. I think he's going to be around 25 minutes today. Should easily hit this line. I think he had 19 last game. Next one's Gershon Yabusele, under 12.5 points. I think Embiid most likely doesn't play, but technically it's a game time decision. If Embiid does play, this is free money. He's got a good scoring matchup, but that said, every single player on Philly really kind of has similar good scoring matchups, I guess. Maxey, not so great, but everybody else has better matchups. So he's only over this in 9 of 20 without Embiid. So it's not like he has an amazing hit rate when Embiid's not in the game. So I'll take my chances here with this one. This is like minus 150 plus on most books. Next play is going to be LaMelo over 6.5 assists. This line's just too low for the value. Sacramento is 23rd in assists allowed to the point guard position. He is over this in 11 of 15 when he faces bottom 10 defenses in terms of assists allowed to guards. So he's torched teams that are in that bottom 10. Next play is going to be same game, Domantas Sabonis over 20.5 rebounds plus assist. Charlotte gives up a ton of rebounds to the center position. Mark Williams is going to be out today. You're going to have Nurkic in there. Nurkic gives up a ton of boards. So Charlotte by themselves are 27th in rebounds, 18th in assists to the center position. So love this spot for Domantas to get some boards and assists today. All right, let's jump into college. We'll wrap this up. So first play is going to be Alabama State minus 2.5 versus Bethune-Cookman. I like them in that game. Give me North Carolina minus 2 versus FSU. I'm not real sure why we're getting this line, but I like it a lot. And then give me Lamar money line versus Incarnate Word. Give me Houston money line versus Texas Tech. Should be a great game, but I do think Houston ultimately prevails in that one. And then lastly, give me Michigan minus 1 versus Nebraska. So Michigan's going to be on the road, but I do like them minus 1 here. So those are the plays for today, guys. I appreciate you giving the video a watch. Make sure you guys give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, join the Discord. It's absolutely free. Link is down below, and I will catch you in the next video.